You are building my country. You're going to contribute to its making, so you are a very important person. Very important. In fact, you all are extremely important personnel. So I'm going to play the video. Please watch carefully.
So let's start. First, you have to know what magic road is. As defined by its name, it's doing magic in protein. I mean, protein hours of work in just few seconds. So it's like a magic for us. So let's start how it works. To make a graph, what we just need is data. And this data we'll get from SRIM. So let's take an output. Firstly, let me open SRIM. Let me select any ion. Let's suppose we have gadolinium. And as a target, we have carbon. For my easier calculations, let me select range till 1000 kilo electron volt.
1000 kilo electron volt.
So this is our table. It ion energy, electronic energy loss, nuclear energy loss, and many other things. So let's suppose we have to make a graph between ion energy and energy loss. We can even calculate total energy loss by adding electronic energy loss and nuclear energy loss. So firstly, let's copy this data in magic plot.
So now the output is being just copied. Copy it. That's it. 1 minute.
Let's open magic plot.
Open magic plot.
Let's create a table.
Create a table.
Now paste the data.
Paste the data.
Here is our data. Now we can see that all the values of ion energy are in kilo electron volt, except this last one. It's in mega electron volt. So let's we have to convert it in kilo electron volt. So let's convert it. So it will be 1000 kilo electron volt.
You have to take
the column that are of no use. So we just need ion energy, electronic energy loss, and nuclear energy loss. So let's delete the other columns. So select, now right click and delete.
Delete unnecessary tables.
So these are the three things. Now to sum up these two, that is our electronic energy loss and nuclear energy loss, we use Excel. So let me open Excel. Firstly, copy this data.
Copy again. You see your electronic energy loss and nuclear energy loss, which is there in the output. It is not giving you the total value. So how will you sit and calculate the total? Just copy it, put it into Excel, use the formula A plus B, and then you have the total value. Bring it back, paste it here. It just takes 1 minute. You cannot do it with your hand or with your calculator. There are so many values. So I'm repeating, open SRIM, choose ion, choose target, choose energy, choose units, and they say calculate. When it calculates, there is an output file. There is an output file, save it and keep it for your future use. Because you have to, as a student, you will have to paste it onto the Microsoft Office soft file also. So you'll have to keep it there. So save the output file, and then before you close the window, copy it, open magic plot, paste it. When you paste, it pastes all the columns. Delete all the unnecessary columns. Make sure that all your units are correct, either kV or MeV, and not a mixture. Once this is done, this is the first experiment where you want to calculate or plot electronic energy loss and total nuclear energy loss and total loss. So you just, now your columns are ready. Then you copy it, take it to Excel, add the two values, and take the total value back into magic plot and then plot it. So simple. She is demonstrating that. So now she is going to take you to Excel.
Let's open Excel. Data. You can name the columns like it's ion energy. You can even write the units. Electronic energy loss. Nuclear energy loss. And total energy loss.
Now the total.
Now simply apply the formula for each sum, that is B2 plus C2. So now drag it down. So now our table is ready. So let's copy it Now paste the table in magic plot. Now we know we have to plot the graph between ion energy, electronic energy loss, nuclear energy loss, and total energy loss.
Three things you are plotting.
Let's select these. Click on A, then press Ctrl, then click on B, click on C, and click on D. Now there is an option create figure.
Create
So
figure.
click on it, line and marker, add to figure. So
See.
this is for our table 1B, that is our electronic energy loss. This is for our nuclear energy loss, and this is total energy loss.
Is this part clear? Should I repeat? Should I repeat? Open stream, ion, target, choose. Energy, choose. Units, choose. Say calculate table. It calculates table, gives you an output. Output file comes within less than 1 minute, right? Copy the table, go to magic plot, paste it there. It will copy and paste all tables. If you are going to plot electronic energy loss, you don't need all the columns. Delete all unnecessary columns. Okay, now what do you have in your magic plot? Ion energy, electronic energy loss, and nuclear energy loss. 3 columns are left. But you need total value also. How will you calculate total value? You just copy it, go into Excel, add the 2 losses to get the total loss. Copy it back into magic plot, right? And then just press figure. In the figure, you can beautify it to your liking. You can choose only line, data point plus line, only data point. You can play with it. So the first assignment that you give to the students is find out yourself how you can plot a graph. And I tell you, they're very smart. They're smarter than us. They quickly figure out how to make a graph and so on and beautify it. You can choose the line strength, the data point style, the color and everything. You can do everything with this particular software, and it is free for student versions. Hanji. Huh? She's writing. Abhi, I'm 1 minute. She's not finished.
So let's change the names. It is electronic energy loss.
Now you can tailor make it completely the way you like, just like you do handmade graphs, nothing new. So everything is clickable. You can write on axis, on legends, on title, everything is in your hands.
And this is total energy loss.
इसके बाद एक demonstrate कर दें. हाँ.
डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन करना चाहूँगा क्योंकि इनके पास हम बहुत ज़रूर को वो इंस्टॉल
Now we can edit our graph,
ठीक है, वो कर दो.
make it more beautiful. Just simply right click on the figure. You'll get figure properties.
There is figure properties.
Just like Access General. Now you can add the title. Click on Access Title. And now you can add the title. Let's write.
In a nutshell, you can make the graph appear the way you like. Okay, so in a classroom, because as I said, this is also reducing your work, we don't print all this because every soft file of this particular laboratory will run to 50 pages. Why waste 50 pages for no reason at all? It's a sec paper. You have to check it, you have to evaluate it, you are the examiner. Why print 50 pages per student? But the soft file is made very meticulously, very nicely. They make a proper index and then they paste the output of the SRIM file. Then they paste the output of the magic plot file, this Excel table they'll put. Then they'll plot they put the table, this graph also, then inference, and then the next experiment. So same way as you do the laboratory, handwritten laboratory, similarly soft file they create themselves. But they use all this, they output of SRIM file, output of magic plot file and the graph. 3 things they have to paste. And then format it in a nice way. Then the soft file is ready, you can take it from them on the Google Classroom. The graph can appear the way you like. Now if you don't give some directions, the students will do whatever they like. Somebody will come with only points, somebody will come with only line, somebody will write something. So in your class you say, okay, come to a decision, what is the font size? What is the color that you are going to use for electronic energy loss? What is the color that you are going to use for nuclear energy loss? What will be the color of the graph for total energy loss? Will you make point plus line or will you make only line? You decide, it's up to you, your class, your students. They choose the way you like and announce it to everybody. Then all your graphs are absolutely uniform. Everybody will have the same color. So How will you check their file? You'll say 50 pages, who's going to check? No, it takes 5 to 7 minutes. Scroll down, the look of the graph will tell you whether it is correct or not, and your work is done. But it's checking of the file has to be also easy. Na? We don't want to load ourselves with hours and hours of too much of work just because we are floating a sec file. Right? I'll show you a file also. So here she's showing that the graph can be tailor-made. जैसे आपको पसंद है, आप वैसा बनवा सकते हैं, right? So she's using figure properties, right? Change the way you like.
You can change its font, it's all your choice. So now, let's make the grid, major grid, minor grid. You can set a proper grid for it. Let's make the intervals, let's have 10 intervals with that. 10. Similarly for y-axis, major grid, minor grid, and select the width, number of intervals, then axis time. Now you have to name the axis. A was our ion energy. You can write its unit as well. Then this is the energy loss.
See?
So this is our graph for the output we
See the graph now. Is it not a standard graph?
make the figure more beautiful.
You can make it the way you like, no problem. So I'm going to share this video with you on the WhatsApp so that you can repeatedly play and you can see how it is done. Shrimp. यहाँ लिखिए shrimp तब चलेगा. इधर चले. मैंने वो लोकेशन ऑन नहीं कर. ये रहा. हाँ, आप. Maybe he has a better idea.
So while I'm choosing Na, we have taken to lithium, but the thing is that, and I'm choosing a target here. Target I am taking it to chromium. So I'm changing the range to be energy according to my choice, and I'm taking it to be in EV per angstrom.
ये KV कैसे ले सकते हैं आप?
EV per angstrom. It is my choice.
Yes, but please look at the range. You've chosen such a high range. Anyhow, go ahead. No, but you're going to calculate stopping power. How will you do it in EV per angstrom? You'll have more work to do.
No, I'm just one thing I just want to point out. That's it.
The maximum impact, it has a certain limit of energy. You cannot go to very high energies with this.
We can do that.
Okay.
So one thing that we have to check here is now one thing that we have to check here is that dE by dx is here in the lower order side, while it will be up to 5 MeV, or it will be taking it to here only. I am taking it 1 MeV. It is of the order 10 to the 2, but here it is 10 to the minus 1. Is it clear? But as the energy goes on increasing, so while it will be around 100 MeV, so you can check it here. It will be here plus 1 and it is minus 3. But if I goes on increasing, now this is being at the higher order, it depends upon the target as well as the that we are taking the projectile. That the ion I am choosing. Here it will be minus 4 and minus 0. Because the plot will be marker.
I don't know. So he's driving to you the fact that please remember, this is a program which is having all the database of all the parameters that are required for calculation. But when you use it, you have to understand that the stopping power will depend upon the ion that you choose, the energy of the ion that you choose, the element that you choose, its density. Fine, there are 4 parameters. You're choosing energy, you're choosing the target. Its density is obviously known to the table.
So the thing is that if it will be in the lower, it will be in the lower energy side, that will be taking it to be less than around 5 MeV. This will be the nuclear energy loss, and this will be the
Yeah, exactly. So you
to change this plot to the logarithmic plot, then only we'll get the exact answer.
So this is the last point that I was about to say. You see, just as you are learning this now, did I tell you where will be the problem? I didn't tell you. Similarly, you will also not tell the students. This ion energy range that they are allowing you, certain kind of energy losses will be seen only when you magnify a particular portion of the graph. What are we doing? Suppose a student says, what energy range should I take? And as I said, you say, start from minimum, go to maximum. Okay? Let them plot the graph, because as you can see, it takes only 5-6 minutes. They realize that yes, from minimum energy to maximum energy, this is the entire graph. Fine. And then you say, okay, why don't you do one thing? Why don't you replot it with certain portion of the graph enlarged? And as what he said, if you go to lower energies, the losses and their behavior changes, right? So if depending upon the kind of class you have, you see, sometimes you have a class which is very interested to do things, and sometimes you have, reluctant people. Depending upon what is the response of the class, you can teach them a lot of physics with just one graph. Expand lower portion, lower energies, expand higher energies, what is the inference, what do you understand about losses, and so on. But in the beginning, you should take an entire range, and then later on take smaller range. Okay, so I had some batches which were very good students, and with those students I did all that what he said. So he means to say that if you want to see it magnified, you have to plot it as a log. This magic plot, just play with it a little bit. You'll like it so much. Whenever you yourself want to plot any graph, you'll prefer to use this. So it will be beneficial for you in your own kind of research also, whatever you might plot, right? So after this, so the plot is done, as you can see. Now would you like to see installation again or something, Vika? Anybody wants? Yeah, okay. एक बार install कर दो. I'll speak, you just install.
किसी को इंस्टॉलेशन में प्रॉब्लम है?
So he is going to demonstrate. Just demonstrate, no problem. I'm speaking.
मैं वो बात भी कर दूंगा।
हाँ?
बट मुझे लगता है कि एक नया लैपटॉप लेंगे, उस पे डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करेंगे, क्योंकि we have already installed.
Okay, who has not a Mac, a normal laptop where you want to see the demo? Give me a laptop which does not have it installed. He'll show there how to get it installed. You please come over there and help him. Has anybody been successful in getting it installed? SRIM? Anybody? Anybody has been successful in installing SRIM? Yes. So 4 of you can start watching. Please execute the first experiment.
Working and their stream is working and magic plot is working. So we are combining. We are taking data.
Lights off.
Hey, are you ready?
लाइट ऑफ पीछे से
He's going to demonstrate the installation part. If you have already installed, please tell me, perform an experiment. I'm coming. Wow, beautiful.
हेलो
तो फिर आप SRIM तक की कर लो.
I recommend to install this SRIM 2008 sorry
कर लो, बेकार है.
2008
भाई ताजमहल और
so
बेसिक कोई मालूम.
just download.
Have you been able to do SRIM? Yeah, so fine. Now just play with it. इसको change करो, इसको click करो, इसको click करो, इसको करो, इसको करो, title लगाओ, इसको change करो, यहाँ पे electronic रहेगा. तो अगर आपके पास origin है तो फिर आपको magic plot सीखने की क्या जरूरत है? मत सीखो. But you see, आपके बच्चे के पास origin नहीं होगा, इसलिए आपको magic plot करना है. Because how will you bring it to the class? They can only download magic plot student free version. Right? Yeah, obviously. So this is in magic plot or what? Yeah. Now this is your ion energy. This is your electronic energy loss. This is your nuclear energy loss. So you mark this. Press Control.
2008 अगर आपने पहले जैसे डाउनलोड किया है तो वो इंस्टॉल हो जाएगा. कुछ कंप्यूटर्स में 2013 की कंपैटिबिलिटी नहीं है. So that because of that they are facing problem.
There are some versions of SRIM. Depending upon your laptop, you might find that one version you might have downloaded or installed another one. These are free versions. But if you just buy away, I think 13 or 14.
Sorry. So we have downloaded this SRIM 2018.
Please have a look.
just copy this from here. I have already created a folder here in here as SRIM 2018. Paste it here.
Not 18, it's in
2008, sorry. Rename this file as SRIM.exe, executable file.
You have to
Just save it.
that file. Please note the procedure.
So just rename this file as SRIM.exe.
And then you click it.
Then click or double click on it. It will extract many files which are there in the file. Then in that list you will get that executable file of this SRIM
You have to start with that.
setup file.
Yeah, setup file.
Just double click over that.
This you remove because it is not getting installed. Remove this. So around 10 laptops are having SRIM right now, right?